Hi guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is 𝗍𝗶𝗁 here. Today I'm doing a different sort of video on my channel. I usually don't do videos like this, so I'm sorry this isn't my regular content. I am trying to branch out my content and do new stuff, so don't be afraid to give me ideas of stuff that you just don't usually see from me, because I do want to make a variety of content. Shane Dawson came back. Obviously, it's been talked about a lot of places. If you don't know, now you do know. This is basically just my genuine reaction to his recent video, which I watched the whole thing. That was my first reaction. I haven't seen it at all. I did read the comments before I watched it, but yeah, so enjoy my commentary.
Missing someone with all your own. Missing someone.
2,000 bodies remain buried there?
Yes, and they walk around.
You cannot hear the audio, but you can see the facial reactions I'm making, so I guess that's as good as my genuine reaction as you're gonna get, so you can physically see it, but yeah. Anyways, let's go on with the video.
The way you said that was so scary.
No. I cannot believe he posted it. The tyrant caused by crappy actions she has done. Awkward walking down to a house. There's not a lot of talking. This just seemed like a really weird way to start this video, I guess, so I was kind of like, that's a bit weird to start off a video like this, in this way, but interesting choice nevertheless, I guess. Mans is not even playing the piano.
That would have been so epic if that was real. Hi. I learned piano during my break. Kidding, I didn't learn anything.
The fact that he can joke around that he didn't learn anything shows me how much he actually did learn, which was nothing.
I don't know how to do this. I haven't filmed a video in almost 2 years.
Why is that?
Anyways, hi.
What are we doing?
Okay. What do I want to say? I feel like I have so much to say that I don't know where to start. Look at my new bling pumpkin. Isn't that cute?
I mean, I loved it.
Yeah. Anyways, trying to kill myself. I'm kidding. I did. Well,
What?
I can't laugh about that. Yes, I can. No, I can't.
I mean, it was you.
He goes on to basically update and say that he moved, but let's focus on the thing you just said right before this that I'm trying to talk about. Yes, that's super duper horrible. You shouldn't do that, but also there's no reason to bring this up when you are trying to talk about forgiveness later, which you do. And I don't really understand why that was brought up before, the fact of attempting to take accountability, which you did really bad at, but let's continue.
What else do I need? Oh my god. Come with me. So, this is a sign in my new house. This was here when we went to the open house, and I loved it, but I never actually read it. I didn't actually read it, and then, after we moved in, I saw 𝗏𝗶𝗁 made a video making fun of it.
In this house, we laugh a lot. Dude, I would be like, all right, done. This house is not for me. Fuck this.
And then I actually read it, and I was like, oh. It's just so cheesy, but it's cute, right? In this house, we laugh a lot, we count our blessings, see, I can't even get through it, but it's really cute.
I still don't like it.
We say, I'm sorry. Yes, we do. Don't worry, I'll get to that.
Oh gosh.
We make mistakes. Yes, we do. I'll get to that. We forgive quickly. How about you get to that? Okay, no, you can hate me. If you hate me,
Where you say we
honestly,
make
I feel
mistakes,
better.
yes we
Because
do.
it's like Lori
Shane,
Martin,
you
know what I mean?
didn't merely make a
'Cause I finally don't really
mistake,
care
you
anymore what other
ruined
people think about me,
the life of
except
someone else. You've
for
literally
myself.
commented on a child in a very
But I don't
inappropriate
really like
way.
me either,
And
so
you've done like horrible
you're
things to your
playing.
cat and horrible things to the
so this is my
entire black
house.
community.
so
And
weird.
now
I don't
you're
know what to
talking
do.
about
This
the
is so
fact that you
weird.
need to be forgiven quickly.
God, I
If
feel
any
like
person was genuine in their
talk
apology,
in this video.
they wouldn't be asked to be
do I
quickly
do?
forgiven. You apologize, you don't apologize in hopes of forgiveness. You apologize in hopes that you can reflect the fact that you truly do feel bad. If you are hoping for forgiveness, you don't feel bad. End of story.
Every time I'd swipe, it would be like, "Ba-ba-da," and then I'd swipe up, and it'd be like, Shane Dawson needs to kill himself, and I'm like, all right, well, let's just get back to that whip. Okay, so this is my kitchen. Oh my god. Okay, what do I say? I should probably explain why I moved. I should probably explain why I'm here. I don't know if I'm ever going to post this. I don't quite know what I'm doing, but I know that currently I'm in a place where I really want to get creative again. I really want to make stuff again. I'm tired of just sitting around and waiting for some crazy idea to hit me. That was too hard. Because, I don't know, I feel like if I don't just start trying something, nothing's going to happen, right? Like maybe this will get me creative again. Wait, what am I talking about? I have a piñata. I'm sorry, this is random, but this is my new piñata. I love her. She's sweet. She doesn't have a name
While we're
yet.
talking about the fact that
She
you
won't die.
have a piñata, I'm just gonna say the fact that I don't think that you should still be walking around like nothing and acting like nothing. I don't know. I think it's really inappropriate given the entire situation. But also, I don't know what else I
Okay, so yeah, so I've said that so many times. So I kind of want to explain what my plan is. Before I get to that, I am in a really good place mentally. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I am emotionally. Nope, not gonna say physically. No, I'm trying. I'm in a place now where it's been a very, oh my god, the sun's coming out.
When influencers give out apologies, I do think most apologies should be given to the viewers. However, the things that Shane Dawson has done deserves a bigger and more detailed apology to the direct people he has affected. Yes, he should come forward and say what he did to his viewers because he is an influencer and that's what you have to do when you're an influencer. But it was more important to the fact that he admitted what he did or talked about it with the people that were directly affected in his life and maybe even filmed some pieces or just talked about those experiences instead of just being like, oh, well, you know, we should forgive me quickly, lol, and not
about life. So, but I do feel like I have to talk about some stuff. It's weird. I don't know. It's like I definitely feel ashamed and embarrassed and horrified over a lot of the stuff that started in old clips and stuff that started coming out when I got canceled, and then all of that.
I understand that you're upset about being canceled, but I think I would be more upset about the fact you literally hurt so many people and hindered their lives.
Trying to get sympathy or whatever, so I like don't want to talk about it. I feel like people are just going to hate me no matter what, and I kind of just have to accept it. And then there's going to be people who appreciate what I do, and then there's going to be people who are going to say I died, and then people are going to believe it. And then, I'm not dead. What if I was? Sorry. That's an idea. Sorry. Just, can you imagine? Like,
You dying?
yes. But no, but like, coming back from the dead, and like, here's my new series. Okay, sorry. Anyways, let's just get back to the house tour. But also, the reason I moved to Colorado. So, I moved here for a
He's
lot
now
of reasons.
talking
I'm
about
just
his
happier
experiences in
here. Every time
Colorado.
I
And with this video, when it came out, like I said, I didn't watch it until I'm watching it in the clip that you see above.
I love it. I love
Even though
the
you can't hear me,
atmosphere.
I'm so sorry for
People.
that.
I love,
But
you know, Ryland's family's out
I
here,
did
which is
read the
amazing
comments,
'cause
and they
they're
were
like my family.
overwhelmingly
Like, I love them
positive.
so much.
Like as positive
And
as a
also,
creator
in the
who
next
deserves
chapter
positive
of
comments
my
should be,
life, I really do want to focus on
his are insanely positive, which I, one, think is undeserved. But two, also, I was just like shocked because I didn't expect that many people to just be so okay with everything that happened, I guess.
Where top government officials will survive nuclear war.
I've done series in the past here where we went to the Stanley Hotel, one of the most haunted hotels in the world. The energy here is just different. Like, it gets, I don't know, like, it really does inspire me to write more, to get more excited about horror, and to kind of tap into that place. I mean, even this house, which we'll get into, I've already got some things going on where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a good spooky house.
Oh my god, did you the timing?
Anyway, calm down, not yet. We'll get to you. Sorry, we'll get to you too. It's the one that lives underneath. And we're actually, later tonight, we're going to be going over to Ryland's parents' house, and Morgan is going to explain to us. So, okay, here's the thing. I feel like we should move to a different area, right? Or no?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, I'll talk and walk. This is like a living room. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's a living room. I don't know. I love it. I love this room. I don't really hang out up here. It's too bright. You'll see. Like, the downstairs is fucking dark. Like, that's where I live. But yeah, this is Ryland's little cute gay man cave. Lady cave, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is fucking
Another
stairs.
thing is, yes, he said he wanted to be creative and he came back to be creative. We're walking through this house, which like is a really nice house. This house is probably pretty expensive, which means that like he still has a good amount of money. Like, this is more expensive than any house I've ever lived in. But my point to the statement is, if you are living this well, which you clearly are, you clearly have a lot of money. So it's like, I don't understand why he came back hoping for the forgiveness of people he, one, didn't affect, hoping for the admirations of people who he didn't like directly affect, which is, yes, he affected all of his fans by his horrible actions because he broke the hearts of thousands of people. But when I say directly affect, I mean those he directly affected by his actions of grooming, or like his cat, which like if you guys hadn't heard the clips, which I don't really want to get into detail what they're about because it's kind of triggering, but you've heard the clip in detail. It's pretty messed up, and it's just shocking that he came back to the internet knowing that he did those things and came back and like cried about them. It doesn't go into detail about
Getting ready for my very first
literally none of
Met
it.
Gala.
Just brushes over it casually as if it was nothing. And he's like, but it's in the past. LOL.
Also, did you know the Dolan twins retired?
You mean
and
it's
then
in the
started a
past?
candle line?
LOL.
That is my plan.
I'm serious. I was just on Instagram and I was like, I wonder what they're doing. And then it says founder of 𝗏𝗏𝗃, and it's candles. What are we doing with our lives?
Literally, I don't know.
I wish. Why didn't we start candles?
Don't give away the next part of the series. God, Ryland. This is my living room. What are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna let you show the room.
Well, no, I wanted to show you. Look, he's still here. He didn't leave me.
It's so glamorous. I'm at the Met Gala, as you can tell. I have so many people styling me and working with me. Everyone's left. I'm just kidding. No, we're great.
You like it here?
Yeah. I feel like further from success than ever watching everyone at the Met Gala, but I also like am happy with our new life. Like, my priorities now are like making sure the zones of our sprinklers are working so that the grass doesn't die.
Now, see, this is the thing. I grew up in California. Like, I grew up in LA. I love LA. Like, I'm not one of those people that's gonna hate on it and be like, this is so fucking shitty. I love California. That's where I grew up. I mean, my childhood was awful, but... but I mean, Taco Bell on every corner, baby! I did love it, but I don't know. I love being here. Like, I'm so inspired. I'm so excited here. I just feel happier here. I feel like everybody's a little thicker here. Like, it's just a nice energy. Do you know what I mean?
What? He didn't move back to his hometown. I, like, took a step back. I mean, but I'm so happy here. I do love it here. Like, I'm shitting on it, but it's everything. I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at my life.
Whoa. That's not the bad part. That is interesting, though, because I didn't think about it, because he started getting a little depressed. I mean, we've been having a lot of fun, but he had a night where he was, like, a little depressed, and he's just, like... And then I realized, I'm like, oh, you moved back home. Like, you came to LA 10 years ago to, like, do your thing, and now you're moving back home. Like, that is depressing.
I haven't sold the other house yet. I'm still a jump, skip, and a hop away from being back in LA where I belong. Wait, is this video sponsored?
No. No. Well, I thought about that. I'm like, am I ever going to get a brand deal again? I never really got them anyways.
Also,
So I
why
guess
are
no.
you, like,
I don't know. Oh my God,
concerned
the Dolan
about
twins.
brand
Hey,
deals?
guys.
Out of all the things that, like, we talked about, and that he just, like, gently brushed over, like, oh, yeah, so this happened. I guess, like, I got canceled or whatever. He's like, brand deals? Man, I wish I got them. Like, I never really got them anyways, but I wonder if I'm ever gonna get him a brand deal again.
I don't know, what
I
is this?
really hope that you don't. I don't know why a brand would want to put you as, like, the face of one of their sponsors, but, like, I don't think I could support that brand, and I don't think a lot of other people would support the brand either.
I got it off.
So,
I should light a candle.
oh my God, in memory of the Dolans. Not in memory. They're not dead. They can do whatever the hell they want. See, here's the thing. I went through transition. Words. I went through, sorry. Can't even light a candle, everybody started coming. I went through a weird time where I wanted to leave the internet. I didn't want to be a part of it. I felt like it ruined my life.
Also, now he's here sitting there and basically saying, like, he feels like the internet ruined his life and stuff, and then he's done healing and therapy. First of all, the internet did not ruin his life. His own actions that was brought to the light of the internet ruined his life. He was the one who did all of those actions. They just came to the internet, and then everyone knew about his actions, and he's like, oh yeah, I ruined my life. The internet, like, you still would have made those actions without the internet around
Come
you.
after me.
Okay. Okay, here's what I'll say. I'm very, very, very disconnected from the person that I was in my early 20s.
Then
To a point
he
where when I
does the
see
same
that
apology
person,
he's done in every
it makes
apology
me
video, which is
feel
where he doesn't
really
say sorry,
sad
but
and
basically
sick to
just
my
says
stomach.
that he has
But
changed as a
some
person
things I've learned
and doesn't
over
really
the last year
recognize that old person,
is
and that he's now
I
accepted
can't
that that
just
person is a
pretend
part
like
of
that
who he is
person
today,
didn't exist.
but feels
So,
disconnected from
I've
who
really
he
come
is,
to peace
which
with
once again
that,
is literally like
and also,
every other
and I don't wanna get
apology
too much
he's
into this, but-
ever given us,
'cause I feel
ever.
like I had
So
a lot of
I
growth
don't think it's
before I got
genuine.
canceled.
That's
The last
just my
5 or
opinion.
6
Feel
years
free
in and
to
out of therapy,
disagree.
dealing with stuff. I feel like I grew as a person. I feel like I learned a lot. I would never say or do any of those jokes, any of those things ever that I did back then. So it was a weird thing where, like, I felt like I got to a place where I was proud of what I was making on YouTube, proud of my personal life, proud of who I was becoming. Like, I felt like I was growing up, and I was excited about the next chapter. And then it felt like everything went spiraled down, and then I got canceled, and then it felt like the end of the world, and everything felt like the worst thing ever for like months. Like, it lasted months.
To me, this
You know,
sounds like pure
I think part of me
gaslighting,
was
which is
upset
exactly
'cause I
what you
was
said.
like, I
People were
made
gonna
so
say
much
things,
growth,
but
and
like
now
also,
I'm being
you
canceled
can't
over
sit there
things from
and
the
blame
past,
the rest
and
of
that's
the
not me
world
anymore.
for holding you accountable
But
for
that forced
being
me
a
to
crappy
really
person.
not just
It's
push
like
things away,
if
really face
I
everything head
kill
on
someone
and realize that
and
was me,
that gets
and
out
is me,
that I did
but I
that,
learned
and
from
like
it.
I have to
And,
go to
like,
jail, and then I come
it
back,
also made me
and
realize
then I'm
that I
like,
can't
yeah,
focus on what other
the
people
internet
do.
kind of
I
like
can't
ruined my
control
life because
the
they
way
told everyone that I
people feel
did
about me.
that.
I can't control how people
can't
react when
blame
I'm
the
getting
internet.
canceled.
You know
People in my
why?
life, like, I
Because
can't
I
control
made the
their
action
scared
in
for
the
their own
first
career, for
place.
their own thing.
And that's exactly
And,
what you're sitting
I
here
was
doing.
very
You're
like,
like, oh, my life
it was
like
really
kind
hard.
of ended, it felt
But
like,
I learned a
because
lot.
of the
And
internet,
I
and
feel
because I
like
got
I'm
canceled.
so happy
Shane,
it
you got
happened.
canceled
So
because you were
grateful
being a
that I got
genuinely trash
really
person,
changed my life.
trash
Showed me what
person,
I care
L
about.
person,
Showed me what
L
matters. Showed me
opinions,
I don't need to be on
quote-unquote
YouTube all the time. I
jokes,
don't need to be
L actions.
stressed about what's next. I
All
don't need to be
around.
trying to think of the next idea, the next whatever, to be happy. Like, I'm happy sitting in this weird dark living room with him, you know, watching candle reviews. Like, that makes me happy. And I want to make movies, and I want to get creative again. But those aren't at the top of my priority list, if that makes sense. And I can't just ignore also the positive things that I should be proud of. Like, for example, I met you. This is Chris, by the way.
Hello.
I met you in 2009 on a short film that I've probably deleted. But you know, like, and we did that. And
start to
it was
assume
so
like
much
how
fun.
a person
I had an
like
amazing
Shane
time
Dawson
shooting
thinks,
with
because
Shane and
I'm not
everyone,
that kind of
Louis
trash
Taylor
person. I'm
and
a trash
Michael
person, but a
Gallagher and everyone that
completely
was there.
different kind of
It was
trash.
awesome. I had
He's like
such a great time.
And now looking back,
trademark
there's jokes
trash,
in
and
that,
I'm like
there's things in that
untrademarked
that, like,
trash.
I would
Two
do
different
now,
breeds.
But I shouldn't just throw all that
But
stuff
I
away
genuinely don't
when
understand
it kinda
why you
got
would
me to
come
where
back
I am,
on
and
the
it also
internet
connected
after
with
everything
people.
and just
And
like
yeah, there was bad stuff in those videos.
be okay
But like the good stuff connected
with everything that happened.
And I can't just throw that away.
I guess.
That's
And then just
weird.
like feel
And
confident
the
enough to
people
just
who
sit there and be
are
like,
still
it's the
upset
internet's
and
fault for
don't
everything, and just like
want me to be
blame
around
everything
it,
on the internet.
I understand.
Which, like,
And-
you also said,
and
oh,
this
that's
is-
also,
I'm
like,
not
my
gonna talk
past
about this
self's fault.
anymore,
But
because I
then,
don't want my
like,
whole
you
life
go
to just
on
be me
to,
talking
like,
about this, which is
still
why I
say
haven't
that the
talked about
internet
it in the
ruined
last
your
year and a
life
half. I wasn't
because
ready
you
to,
got
but
canceled.
also, I don't want that to just be the thing I'm constantly bringing up. Yeah, I'm not going to run from my past, but I'm also not going to stay in it. Like, I'm not just going to live in there, because that I've already come to terms with, and I feel like it would be unhealthy for me to just constantly think about it. And in the last year, like, I love life again. I love leaving the house. Like, every day I'm telling him, I'm like, let's go somewhere, let's do something. Which I think
Almost too much.
I think he's getting annoyed at it. Because I've been leaving the house more, I've been running into more people. I don't know, I just met a lot of really great people who said a lot of really nice things. And also, it got sad because more recently I would be running into people and they would say like, oh, I'm so sad you quit, you know, but like, I hope you're happy and all these things. And I'm like, I don't quit. Like, that's not what I do. My plan was never to quit. I mean, it was when I drafted that note. But even during the whole cancellation thing, like, yes, a few months after that, when I was like getting into more of a positive mental place, like, yeah, I'm not somebody who just quits or throws in the towel. So it's like, I don't want to be looked at as somebody who gave up and left and ran away from the internet because they were afraid of whatever. It's like, no, I left because I felt like I should, and I left because I needed time, and I left because I wanted to figure out what the hell I was doing in my life and what I wanted to do, and why I got to a place where I didn't want to be alive anymore, and how I got out of that. And I'm not going to go too much into that because it's like, I don't want to do that. But what I will say is I'm so grateful to have the chance to do more things in my life. And I'm so excited. So that was a lot.
To be fair, in a situation like this where you're an influencer and you do a crappy thing like this, like I said before, you should be apologizing to your victims first and foremost, mentioning that you did that in your apology video, actually saying what you did one by one, and then apologizing, but not asking for forgiveness, because that's not how an apology works. You can say, I'm sorry, and I'll do better. That's how an apology works. And then you change your actions. But every single time this man has apologized, he does not change his actions at all. And I'm not saying this to be like prejudiced towards Shane Dawson. This is just a prejudice towards people who groom children and people who think the way that a groomer thinks. Like, just that entire mindset is so like disturbingly gross to me. And this is for any influencer who's like this. So that goes for Tony Lopez and Zoe Laverne, which both of them could apologize, which neither of them have. But once again, I would never forgive either of them, because I just think that's a horrible and also like an unforgivable thing to do. But I also think that we are not the people who they should even be apologizing to in the first place. They can apologize for us knowing about their actions, but they also have to handle it offline and say that they're going to handle it with the children that they have affected in that way.
I got really into Animal Crossing. It was a lot. But that was peak cancellation, where I just needed an escape. So I just went to my little Animal Crossing world, and it was dark. Anyways, but I still love it. I love you, Tom Nook. But this is my office. I love it so much. This is kind of where I'm feeling the most inspired, especially with him here.
Who's he?
Me in an alternate universe where things did not go well. God, that is dark. Anyways, as I said, at my last house, there was an entity. So I lay down and I feel a hand on my neck. At my house before that, there's an entity. And I know what you're thinking, Shane, you're making all this up. No, they follow me. So, and I've had psychics tell me that. And
I am making this from my heart. I'm doing this as a demonologist. More importantly, I'm doing this because I care. Shane, you are not haunted by a demon, but you are haunted.
people in my life who never believed in anything, they were around me for like a day and they're like, oh my God, there's entities here.
Shane and I were training virtually due to COVID, and it was this black figure or whatever just went by the camera.
It's like a weird thing, I don't get it, but good and bad, there are things that seem to kind of follow me around. When I moved into this house, I felt the presence already here in the basement. There's more?
A basement under the basement?
But it was a good one. Like, I think it's good.
And I'm just gonna be real, because what you're dealing with right now is a legitimate
So he put a couple
haunting,
clips of
and
like
it's going
other
to get
people
worse.
talking. I kind of
yeah,
wish that
so
like
let's go
we
down
had
there
their
and I'll show
names
it
or their channels like they speak in the video. I think
This is my basement, which I've never had a basement before.
It's
really
to all
scary.
the other comments I made, but this is a comment series,
So here's my basement. Okay. So
Horrifying.
Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today we are talking about how to know if your house is haunted.
Even the whole thing.
So when you're down here, you're kind of like, okay, it's a basement, like whatever, it's kind of creepy, kind of whatever. But when you go to the back, so back here,
So signs that you have some sort of entity or spirit in your house that does not belong.
right away, it's like something is stepping on you, right? Like, is your chest like being pressed?
I'm just scared.
Like you feel like a heaviness, right?
Like, I feel like the entity in this house, whatever is back here, is like positive and creative and exciting. But I could be lying, they could be lying to me. But it feels good down here.
That's not one of your angels. That's not one of your lovely spirit guides. That's going to be a negative spirit.
I've never moved to like a small town before. And we are in a small town. Yes, Colorado's huge and Denver's huge, but we're in like a small town. But when you live somewhere, the people around, there's like things that are like places where people in the town talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I heard about a place from someone I met at a coffee shop, and they were like, oh my God, are you going to do a video on this place? And I was like, oh, I've never heard of that before. I'm like, oh, I don't want to give it away, just like go. So I asked Morgan, I was like, have you heard of this? And she was like, it's really fucked up. Like, it's really scary. And for her to say that, like, she loves scary stuff. And I was like, well, should we go? And she was like, it's like real. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh my God, like I heard. It's like there's people that have gone there that are like, they're horrified and fucked up, and things follow them back home. It's like a really scary place.
Oh my God.
So I was like, we're going. But I'm excited because I'm like, you know what? Like, I want to get inspired. I want to get in the spirit. Like, I want to really get myself back in the horror, scary zone. And maybe this will open up a new world for me. Like, maybe I'll start to get even more invested in that world, because I kind of took a step back from it because it was really getting scary. And now I'm ready. Bring it on. Like, come live in my basement. And hopefully something really scary happens. Or hopefully I just feel something that keeps on inspiring me. And hopefully you survive.
Terrifying.
Also, I really like the music choice picked out because I always have a hard time like finding the music in my videos. So I was a bit impressed with the music choices that he did pick throughout the video.
I'm gonna die not from a ghost, from anxiety.
Oh my gosh, imagine a ghost with anxiety. Imagine a ghost that's like, ooh, ooh. I want to possess you, but I'm claustrophobic. Oh man, we're gonna die.
for someone like Shane, who is very inspired by like scary and spooky stuff, I was very confused at his terminology because I too am someone who is very inspired by spooky stuff and stuff like that. And I was very surprised at the fact that he was calling spirits ghosts, because a lot of people who know a lot about spirits know that most spirits think it's really disrespectful to be called a ghost. So that thoroughly just like surprised me.
Wait, stop! You're scaring me so much.
Are you serious?
I guess it's just more proof that he doesn't care that much, question mark? I don't know.
No, it was there when we were filming earlier.
Well, so it's been there, so I don't know, I'm clumsy. I probably did it in my sleep. Stop it! I'm so scared.
Whoa.
This is a horror movie.
So that's going to be a negative spirit.
Wait,
The
stop
other
it.
guy called them
That's
spirits.
actually scary. Right? Or no? That's not, it's normal.
I didn't even realize it.
It definitely looks like a scratch. So are you okay going to a haunted place with us?
Oh my god. Listen, there was a demon that took over my body. I don't know how much he's told you, but that was at my mom's house.
And by the way, when he says like a demon took over my body, like it actually, I came to bed one night and he popped up and he said, like fully awake, he jumped up out of bed and he went, "Watch out for the balloons, you're gonna die. Don't fall off the bed, you're gonna die." And he like looked me in the eyes. And then I said, "What?" And then he goes, "Ha ha ha, you're gonna die." And then he laid back down. And I was like, "Hello, hello." And after like 5 minutes, he's like, "What?"
Well, I was fully asleep, like something had taken over me in my sleep. So I was just like trying to go back to sleep, pretend it didn't happen. And he kept being like, "Well, what's going on? What's going on?" And I'm like, "I don't want to talk about it, shut up." And then I laid awake the whole night thinking moving to Colorado ruined our lives because a demon entered my body and it's never gonna leave. But I've been fine ever since.
I'm sweating.
Cheeto! I'm showing you guys Cheeto. He's doing great.
He's adjusted the best. Like if anyone's thriving in Colorado, it's Cheeto. He loves this house.
Because he loves entities. So at night, Cheeto lays on my chest, and do you have a cat?
No.
Cats do this crazy thing where they see ghosts, and it's really scary. So he's laying on my chest, and then he'll go, and then he'll look over me, and then he'll go, and he'll follow it across the room, and then all the hairs on his body stand up, and then he goes, and then I go, "Cheeto, you're scaring me, Cheeto, you're scaring me," and then he looks at me and he goes, and he looks at me like, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take care of it?" And then I go, "I don't know," and then I just keep watching the Big Brother live feeds. What am I gonna do?
Wait, literally, where are we going?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm probably driving.
Yeah. But ghosts are afraid of G-Wagons. They're like, "Who would spend that much money on a car?" Baby, it's not a mistake.
What else was it a mistake? Previous actions that you did call a mistake.
Ready to see the city?
Oh, the city.
Before we go looking for entities, I need Diet Root Beer. I also need a hard drive because I'm going to be editing again.
Wow.
I know, this is so weird, editing a video on my computer. And I also want to show you guys my hood. Wait, was that offensive?
See, the fact that he said, like, my hood, that's not offensive. The hood in this car is not offensive. But then the fact that he has to stop and ask if it's offensive to make a joke, I feel like that is offensive.
That's my barn.
I don't know. Like, that definitely feels offensive. That you were like, "Oh, my car hood.
I was nervous at
Is
first,
this
but I liked
offensive?"
it.
Laugh out loud.
Just go
Like,
pee and scratches.
No, stop.
if you think it is,
Nice, relaxing.
it might be, because I don't see why that's funny.
So anyways, I want to get
offensive.
alpacas. I want alpacas. I might want a cow. But do I need to get 2 cows so they're not lonely? I want a pig. They're just loud, which I didn't know until I hung out with a pig. Wow. You think I'm loud? Oh, this is my dinner. Now I will say, driving around in this car, it's pretty embarrassing. We're not in LA. Everybody thinks Hillary Duff came to town.
I wish I was Hillary.
Okay, we live off a dirt road.
See, I like it. Like, he's getting frustrated because he feels like, oh my god, like there's a dirt road. Like I'm the only G-Wagon. Boo hoo. Oh my god, a deer!
Wow.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I scared him. Sorry.
Come back, baby. Come here, honey. Isn't it crazy that Rylan almost killed an animal?
Oh my god! Sometimes there's food trucks right here.
Good story.
Gosh, it's gorgeous.
That does look like God. Like that looks like Jesus is up there. Like, yeah, bitch. Look what I'm fucking doing. What are you doing?
Wow. God, I'm not ready.
Why do I feel nothing? I feel nothing.
Shane is okay. Like he's the only person that doesn't get like wet from a sunset.
It's pretty, like I understand. I just don't feel moved by it. I feel moved by so many things. Sunset, don't care.
Weird. You did say the God statement though, and that sounded almost moved.
I don't really get moved. I mean, I can be moved by God, don't get me wrong. But like, I feel like me and God at this point are just like chill. Like it's like, I'm like, hey God, and he's like, hey. And then I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, ruining your life. But there's a reason. So, I don't know. Praise the Lord. By the way, in this town, well, I'm just saying, specifically, we weren't aware that we moved into, I don't know.
Trump country?
But it's one of those things where the people here are so nice that they're like, when they see that we're two guys in a relationship, they're like, oh, you guys are together? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, wow, that's amazing. I love gay people. Gay people are great. Nothing wrong with them. They're not weird at all. And I'm just like, it's really sweet, though. It's sweet. But in their head, they're thinking, oh my god, get away from the fire.
They're screaming the F word in their heads. But I can say it because I'm gay, right?
See, I always thought so.
I can only say half the word. My problems.
Oh man, my feet are burning.
That's what it's like. Going to hell. So this area is my favorite because it feels like you're in a horror movie. Like it's like a small town where kids would get like murdered. Do you know what I mean? And then look at the little lights. Oh, look at it. That is so cute. See,
I do agree. This town is
Wow.
very like
Should we go to the park
cute,
garage?
but it's definitely not cuter than a
We're not going to
sunset.
Jenny's.
I honestly don't know what kind of person isn't moved by sunsets
very cute.
because
Whoa, these are so busy.
Wow. Got one mask inside.
No. It really does look like a movie town.
It does, right? That
It looks like a set.
the American flags everywhere. Like we get it.
Wait, but seriously, am I allowed to wear a mask?
You can do whatever you want. Just don't tell people you're gay. Do you think we're gonna live here forever?
I don't know. Yeah, the hills are like very haunting.
Oh, we are not even like halfway there. Wait a sec, you're telling me this guy is walking around right there?
Somebody took that picture.
2,000 bodies remain buried there.
we are back into past videos and showing old clips, which
Back to his home,
yeah,
and his wife
it's
and his
kind of
two
interesting.
children
I guess.
killed and
I'm
scalped
mostly
there.
confused at the entire tone of the video because it felt really off. Even like let's say he wasn't a crappy person in general, this video was just so like off from his normal videos. And I know there's gonna be people who are like, oh, it's because he's actually changed. And honestly, the only thing I have to say to those comments are, I don't care if you think he's genuinely changed. I don't care if he has genuinely changed, because, like I said, if someone grooms someone or is that way to a child, or like hurts an animal the way he's hurt animals, it's unforgivable in my eyes. So there's nothing you could say about it to like convince me otherwise that like I should forgive him. Nothing will ever change my mind on that. No matter if he like genuinely has changed, I will never change my mind from his previous actions, because I have been shown time and time and time again that he has not changed. So yeah.
Well, see, I mean, that's making a lot more sense because of your Shane, why are you trying to put this? Honestly, do you think we're gonna say anything? He's perfect.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Wait, I'm so scared. What is that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Why is that? Like, because that things follow me. Like, I guess you don't know that. Things follow me, Chris.
You're not gonna go out again.
The way you said that was so scary.
Yes. Have you ever sang 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃? So I was excited about this house because I love being by water, being out by this lake, and it's so scary.
Your house is a horror movie.
My life is a horror movie, Chris. Oh no! Oh no! The water. Why is the water turning brown?
So you asked why the water was turning brown. It's just turning brown because it's in
I
mud
know how to take care of a lake.
and
That was my weird house
shallow.
story. I don't know what else to say about it.
You made sure that no one can move in after you. They'll be too terrified now.
No, I keep doing that. Every time I'm like, oh, I want to tell everybody about the ghost in my house. And then later I'm like, what if I need to sell this? So if you're wondering, my last house, totally ghost-free. If you want it, no demons. Demon in my house? What are you talking about? That was a joke. I really don't know what this video is. What do you call this video? I'm not dead. I am dead. I die in this video. Do people still say spoopy? And there's a zip line, but there's no way in hell I'm ever doing that.
You haven't done this, Phil?
Also, spoopy is such like a weird word that I feel like a niche group of
funny and like
people
relatable,
say.
but like I'll break it.
Like, I've heard children say the word. I said the word as
Like, I will fucking break this
once
one.
being a child.
Like,
But
I'm more
I
comfortable
also
with my
feel like
body,
there's
like,
a
I'm
certain
fine,
point
but,
in your
like, I'll break
adulthood where you're like, ooh, spoopy. I'm not quite at that point yet, but people do say spoopy. I think it's mostly like millennials, though. No hate to millennials. And that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found me somewhat hilarious. Obviously, if you have different opinions, that's okay, unless you, like, forgive him, in which case, I don't know, I guess. I personally don't think that he should be forgiven by his viewers, because, I don't know, I think what he did was truly terrible, and I personally will not be able to forgive him. But I was interested in watching the video, so I did watch it just because I wanted to see if he was actually going to take accountability, in which I did not see. So, yeah. Anyways, have a great day. If you liked this video, like the video. If you hated the video, feel free to leave me a comment on all the things you hate, because that's what people do. And as always, happy birthday.